Jai Hind students, how are you all? Well, today we are going to study a very important chapter of your syllabus, that is chapter number 3, tense. And in tense, we are going to study only the present tense. So first of all, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the word tense. You can see here, tense means time of action. Okay, so tense tells about time of action. As you know that there are three types of tenses. The first one is your present tense, second past tense, third one is your future tense. So first we'll take the present tense, and I want to tell you, my dear students, that each tense has its four kinds. Each tense is having four types, means present tense is having four types, then past tense has also its four kinds, and likewise future tense is also having four types. So we can say, in other words, that there are 12 tenses. Okay, total there are 12 tenses. So first we will study one by one. Okay, now present tense, you know that present tense is used to say what we are actually trying to say at the present time. Okay, what we are saying or what we do at the present time, in the present time we use the present tense. And the first kind of the present tense is your present indefinite, or we call it as simple present tense. Okay, so this is the first kind of present tense, present indefinite or simple present tense. Now I want to tell you that where this tense is used actually. See, simple present tense mostly used when we talk about habitual actions. When we want to express our habitual habits or we want to talk about habitual actions, then we have to use simple present tense. It is also written here to express habitual actions. You can see, read the example. We play football daily. So this sentence expresses or shows the habit of playing football daily. Okay, we play football daily. Next, this tense is also used to express some scientific universal truths, geographical facts, okay, general truths. So some facts, some scientific or general truths are there. So to express all these facts, we have to use, or we use, simple present tense. You can see the example. Water freezes at 0 degree Celsius and boils at 100 degree Celsius. So this is your what? A scientific fact. So we have used here simple present tense. Again, simple present tense is also used to express future event that has already been done, or you can say with a future event that has already been planned. Now example, the school reopens next week. So here this sentence is actually in simple present tense, but it is actually showing the future event. Next, simple present tense is also used in proverbs and sayings which refer to permanent truths. So we also use here simple present tense, like you can see the examples. I have written two proverbs. You can read, where there is a will, there is a way. Next, fortune favors the brave. So these are the examples of proverbs and sayings. Now come to the part of this sentence, of this tense actually, the rules of using helping verbs, forms of the verbs. Now see, the helping verb of this simple present tense is do or does. So these are the two helping verbs. Either we have to use do or we have to use does. And which form of the verb is used in this tense? We use first form of the verb, V1. I have written here V1, it means first form of the verb. Okay, now whenever we practice tense or whenever we study about tenses, we always practice three types of sentences, and you must be knowing about these. The first one is we practice affirmative sentences, then we study about negative sentences, and then interrogative ones. So one by one we will study about these sentences. So first, let's see what are the rules of affirmative sentences in simple present tense. So first of all, in affirmative sentences, we are not supposed to use helping verb. Okay, we don't use helping verb of this tense in affirmative sentences. Affirmative sentences means positive sentences. Okay, affirmative means positive. So here in affirmative sentences we don't use helping verb. So what else we have to use? We use only first form of the verb V1 plus S or ES wherever required, or we can say according to the subject we have to use S or ES. Okay, so now I have written here the subjects. Okay, all the subjects I have written here, and I have explained you where we have to use first form of the verb and where we have to use first form of the verb plus S or ES. So first you see the subjects I, we, you, they, or you can say plural number. With these subjects we have to use only first form of the verb, only first form of the verb. And next, he, she, it, or any name, or you can say, now look at here, or we can say third person plus singular number. We have to use first form of the verb plus S or ES. Okay, so with these subjects, with these pronouns, we have to use first form plus S or ES. So okay, so these are the rules of using S or ES. Now let's see the structure of affirmative sentences. Structure, or you can say form of affirmative sentence. So so first of all we write subject, then first form of the verb plus S or ES according to the rule plus object. So this is the structure. Now examples, we will see the examples one by one. Read the first sentence. Aman goes to school daily. So here what is Aman is actually, this is your third person. You can see here I have written third person plus singular number. It should be singular number also. Then we have to use what? S or ES. So we have used here S or ES. We have used here ES with go. Actually go is your first form, and we have used here plus ES. Why? Because Aman is your third person plus singular number. So Aman goes to school daily. Is it clear to you? Okay, now move to the next example. They play football in the evening. They is what? Third person, but it is not a singular number. That's why we have not used here S. We have used here only first form of the verb, play. They play football in the evening. Okay, next example. I always help my mother in her work. I always help. Again we are not using here S or ES. Why? Because I is your first person. So we are not using here S or ES. He goes to the temple every week. Again, he is your third person plus singular number. So he goes, we have again added as or es, goes to the temple every week. So these are the sentences of affirmative type. Now move on to the negative sentences. Now always remember, in negative and interrogative sentences of simple present tense, we are going to use here the helping verbs. I have also written here use helping verb. It is written in short. HV means helping verb, that is do or does. Now again, rule is same for using does or do. Actually what we have used with the s or es is the same rule of using does. Okay, does is again used with third person plus singular number, that is वो होते कौन कौन से हैं, he, she, it or any name. So does is used with he, she, it or any name. Again, do is used with I, we, you, they. So I think it must be very clear to all of you. Now negative sentence. Now the structure, or you can say form of negative sentence. Subject plus helping verb, that is do or does, plus not plus main verb v1 plus object. Example, Aman does not go to school daily. So Aman, so we have used here does with the Aman because Aman is your third person plus singular number. Again, next example, they do not play football in the evening. So they, so we have used here do with they. Why? Because rule says that do is used with I, we, you and they. Okay, so you can read the example. Next example, I do not work hard. So with I we also use do. Now the third type is your interrogative sentences. Okay, this is your interrogative, it is not interrogative. Most of us pronounce this word as interrogative, but it is wrong, my dear students. It is interrogative sentences. So again we have to use helping verbs. I have written here use helping verbs. Now see the structure form of the interrogative sentences. So first what we have to do, we have to write helping verb, that is do or does, plus subject, then main verb v1, then object. Okay, so example, see the examples I have written here. Do Aman and Priya go to school? So here Aman and Priya are the subjects and we take as a plural because there are actually two persons. Okay, so we have to use here do. Is it clear to you? Aman is not a single person here. Aman and Priya are the two persons, so we are using here do. And I have also written in my rule that we have to use do with the plural numbers. Okay, next example, does he go to temple? So here he is your subject and with he we are using does. Does he go to temple? Do they not play football in the evening? So here do is your helping verb, they is your subject. We are writing the sentence according to the formation of the interrogative sentences. So subject, then not, then main verb and then your object. Now in sentences beginning with a question word, the form is. So there are some interrogative sentences which are used which actually starts with WH words. So what is the formation of WH word? WH word plus do or does plus subject plus main verb plus object. Here is your example. Where does he work? WH word, helping verb, subject and your main verb. Again, next example. When do Aman and Priya go to school? Again, your WH word, then your helping verb, then your subject, then main verb and then your object. So this is how your simple present tense ends here. Now move on to the present continuous tense. Now, as the name suggests that continuous, it means that we talk about the action which is going on now at the time of speaking. It is also written here that present continuous tense is used to indicate an action going on now at the moment of speaking. Okay, see the example. We are studying present continuous tense. So what are we studying now? We are studying present continuous tense. Next, this tense is also used to indicate an action going on these days, not necessarily at the time of speaking. Look at the examples. Nowadays, the students are studying with the help of WhatsApp classes. Okay. Again, this tense is also used to indicate an action expected to take place in the near future. Like, example, the school is organizing an educational tour for the students next week. So actually your sentence is in present continuous tense, but it is highlighting or it is showing the action which will be done in near future. Okay, so present continuous tense is also used to express the near future actions. Now again, we are going to do the affirmative sentences. So first we will see the helping verb. Helping verb of this tense is, am, are. So these are your helping verbs. Is, either we have to use is, am or are. Okay, which form of the verb we use? First form plus ing form. We have to use here ing form of the verb. Okay, so these are the important rules. Now the formation of the sentence affirmative, we are doing here affirmative sentences. So the formation is your, it's very simple, subject plus is or am or are plus ing form of the verb plus object. Example, Ram is doing his work. Ram subject is helping verb, ing form, object. I am going to market, again the same structure. Next, they are running in the garden. Again, subject, helping verb, ing form of the verb and your object. Now come to the negative sentences. It's very simple. We have to just add not. See the structure. Subject plus helping verbs is MR plus not plus ing form plus object. Very simple to do. Examples. Read the examples fast. Ram is not doing his work. Ram, subject, helping verb, then your not, then your ing form, then your object. I am not going to market. Again, the same structure has been followed here. They are not running in the garden. Same structure. Okay. So these are your negative sentences of present continuous tense. Next, the last type is your interrogative sentences. Form, structure of the interrogative sentences. Actually, I want to tell you here, my dear students, there are two types of interrogative sentences. The first type is which starts with helping verb, or you get the answer of these sentences in yes or no. Okay, so simply you understand that first type of interrogative sentence is which start with helping verb of that particular tense. Like you see the example. First we are doing the first type starting with helping verb. Now see first the structure. Helping verb is MR plus subject plus not plus ing form plus object. Okay, so example, is Ram not doing his work? So here is, this is your helping verb of this tense. So this is the interrogative sentence starting with helping verb. Is Ram not doing his work? And always remember that the meaning, or you can say when we translate this sentence, interrogative sentences starting with helping verb, इट मीन्स इन हिंदी क्या, इनकी हिंदी हमेशा क्या होती है, ये जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स हैं आपकी. ओके, ऑलवेज द हिंदी ऑफ दीज हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स ऑफ एनी टेंस इन इंट्रोक्टिव सेंटेंस स्टार्टिंग विद हेल्पिंग वर्ब इज क्या. इज राम नॉट डूइंग हिज वर्क, क्या राम अपना काम नहीं कर रहा है. तो यहाँ पर इज की हिंदी क्या हुई, क्या. इसी तरह से एम आई नॉट गोइंग टू मार्केट. सो एम इज़ क्या. अगर इसको हिंदी में हम ट्रांसलेट करेंगे तो इसकी हिंदी क्या होगी, क्या. एम आई नॉट गोइंग टू मार्केट, क्या मैं मार्केट नहीं जा रहा हूँ. लाइकवाइज आर दे नॉट रनिंग इन द गार्डन. So these are the first type of interrogative sentences starting with helping verb. Now the next type is the sentence, the interrogative sentence which starts with WH words like what, why, when, how, where, whom, whose, like these. So all these are your WH words. So see the structure of WH words sentences. WH word we have to use first, then is MR, then your subject, then ing form, and then your object. See the example. Why are they running in the garden? Simple, we have to add only WH word at the starting of interrogative sentences which we have done in these. Okay, so we are just here adding why. The structure is same. It is the structure of sentence starting with helping verb. If you see here, this is are they running in the garden. This is the interrogative sentence starting with helping verb. So what we are doing here, we are just adding WH word. Why are they running in the garden? This is your WH word interrogative sentence. Okay, so this also ends your present continuous tense. And now move on to the next third type is your present perfect tense. This is the third type of present tense. So let's see where we have to use this tense. Present perfect tense is used to indicate an action that has recently been completed. Okay, like example, he has just finished his task. Okay, it means that he has just completed his work task. Another usage of this tense is it is also used to indicate an action which started in the past and continues or finished at the moment of speaking. I want to explain you in my own words that this tense is actually sometimes used when we talk about an action which was started in the past and it is still going on at the time of speaking. Like example, you see here, Gautam has watched all the plays of Shakespeare in the past 2 weeks. Okay, so now important thing is the rules. Now, first of all, important thing, helping verb of this tense, present perfect tense, are has or have. Has or have are the helping verbs of this tense, and we have to use third form of the verb, or we call it past participle. We say past participle form of the verb. Okay. So here we have to use helping verbs has or have, and form of the verb is used third form, or we say past participle. Now, important thing, that the rule of using helping verbs. Now again the same, remember what I explained you in simple present tense. I told you that s or es with the main verb are used with third person plus singular number. The same rule is here applied with has. Has is used with third person plus, it is plus singular number. थर्ड पर्सन भी होना चाहिए, साथ में क्या होना चाहिए, सिंगुलर नंबर. दैट इज, वो होते कौन कौन से हैं सब्जेक्ट्स, ही, शी, इट और एनी नेम, दैट इज सिंगुलर. सो वी हैव टू यूज हैज विद ऑल दीज सब्जेक्ट्स. ओके, एंड हैव इज यूज्ड विद आई, वी, यू एंड दे, और यू कैन से plural number. Now, first again we are going to study the affirmative sentences. So first we'll see the formation of affirmative sentences of present perfect tense. Your subject, then has or have, then your third form. I have written here V3 means third form of the verb plus object. Example, Ria has gone to school. So Ria, subject, has according to the helping verb, and has is used here with Ria because Ria is your third person plus singular number, and it is also the name of a person. So Ria has gone to school. Again, I have already done my work, so have is used here with I. Now come to the negative sentences form. Subject plus helping verbs has or have plus not plus V3 plus object. See the examples. Ria has not gone to school. You have to just add not between helping verb and main verb. We are just adding not. Ria has not gone to school. Again, I have not done my work. So not has been added between helping verb and main verb. Now come to the interrogative part, interrogative sentences. So first type, as I already explained you, first type is your starting with helping verb. So formation is has or have plus subject plus not plus V3 plus object. Example, has Ria not gone to school? So if we want to add not, then not will remain here between the subject and the main verb. Okay, and the helping verb comes at the starting. Okay, so here comes your helping verb in the interrogative sentences starting with the helping verb. तो helping verb से शुरू हो रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब स्टार्टिंग में क्या आएगी, इसी टेंस की हेल्पिंग वर्ब आएंगी. अब ये आपकी हेल्पिंग वर्ब है, हैज़, रिया सब्जेक्ट, देन नॉट अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्ट्रक्चर, देन योर मेन वर्ब एंड देन ऑब्जेक्ट एंड क्वेश्चन मार्क एट लास्ट. नाउ कम टू दी another type of interrogative sentences, that is WH word. So first see the formation. WH word plus has oblique have plus subject plus V3 plus object. Now see here example, when is your WH word, has, helping verb according to the subject. When has Ria gone to school? Okay, so this is your example of interrogative sentence starting with WH word. So this also ends your which tense? Yes, present perfect tense. Now come to the last tense of the present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. So fourth type. This tense is used, now see, look at here carefully. This tense is used to indicate an action which started in the past and is still going on. Okay, so whenever we want to show or tell the action which was started in the past and it is still going on, then we use present perfect continuous tense. So now see the rules. Helping verb of this tense is has been oblique have been. Okay, same has or have, we have to just add here been. Okay, BEEN, been. So has or have plus been, these are the helping verbs. And which form of the verb we use here? ING form of the verb. Okay, so first of all we will study about affirmative sentences. So formation is subject plus have or has. Now the rules are same here of using has or have, which I have just explained you in the present perfect tense. Okay, so plus been, we are adding here been plus ing form and then your object. So this is the formation of affirmative sentences. Example, I have been living in Modinagar for 3 years. One thing I want to actually mention here, that we generally mention time of action in this tense. Okay, like I have mentioned here for 3 years. I have been living in Modinagar for 3 years. Okay, so now we use for mentioning the time for and since. So look at here where we have to use for and where we have to use since. For is used for period of time when we are not sure or when we are not knowing exact time of the action. Like example, if we use 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, we are not sure about the particular time, like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, likewise 2 days, 5 years, etc. So for is used when we are not actually pointing out the time, we are just expressing the period of time, then we have to use for. And since is used for point of time. It is also written here point of time. It means that we are telling exact time, exact date, exact day, exact month, exact year, like these. You can see the example, since 2 p.m., since 1990, exact the name of the year, exact time, exact day, exact month, since morning. With morning we always use since is also used with birth, etc. So here we have to use since. Now see some more example. We have been doing our work since 10 a.m. So here we have used here since because the time is exact. We have been doing our work since 10 a.m. The rules are same of using has or have. Has is used with third person plus singular number, he, she, it, or any name. Have is used with I, we, you, and they, and also where you will find plural numbers. Right? Now the next type is your negative sentences. Form. See the form. Subject, then your has or have, then your not. We have to add not between has or have and been. Then been, then your main verb plus ing, and then your object. Example, I have not been living in Modinagar for 3 years. So here I is your subject according to the formation. Has or have helping verb, because I is here, so we have to use here have, then not, then been, then ing form of the verb, and then your object, and then for 3 years. 3 years we are using, so we have to use here for, because we are not sure about the years. Then another example, he has not been working on this project for 4 months. So again the same structure has been followed here. Now come to the last type, interrogative sentences. Formation has or have, starting with helping verb. Has or have plus subject plus not plus been plus ing form plus object. Example, have I, so according to the structure, helping verb, then your subject, not I, then not, then been, then main verb plus ing, and then your object. Okay, now come to second type, which starts with WH word. So formation, WH word plus has or have helping verbs plus subject plus been plus ing form plus object. Example, why has he been working on this project for 4 months? Why is your WH word, has or have helping verb, then your subject, he is your subject, been according to the formation, then ing form, then object, and then your sentence, and then the question mark. So that ends the chapter tense, first type, that is present tense. So thank you very much.